Hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy III for Super Nintendo. This time I actually remembered to stream on the other place too. So, as we left off, we got pretty far. Because of our main few party members' incompetence and trying to push Terra into doing something they shouldn't have been pushing her to do, because they're assholes. Desperate assholes, but still assholes all the same. So things went terribly wrong, and now Terra is a beast who's lost all sense of self, and it's their fault. So, feeling some moment of guilt, they want to find her and set things right, so here we are. But first we need to find where she is, and, well, we heard that she went off to the east. And unfortunately, that's all we know. We did hear about a place called Zozo, though. So I guess that's supposed to be our destination, more or less? Since we're mostly avoiding encounters still. Another chocobo? And we've already been on one technically, so seems like a little late for that. Whee! So we need to go all the way over here. Well, this place sounds all kinds of trippy. Yeah, there's actually battles in here. And even on a normal playthrough, I would still heavily recommend you not fight here much. These enemies hit pretty hard, and sometimes those can be against you. Okay, so there's a puzzle regards to this. You have to reset the clock, and there are hints in town for this. But they're pretty vague ones, so... And there are people that will lie to you here. So... best to just use a guide for it. It opens up a secret pathway. Yeah, the slam dancers especially are bad in here. Chainsaw. This is actually a tool for Edgar. It has a very strong single hit, much like the drill, but the chainsaw can actually sometimes instantly kill an enemy too. It can be very helpful. Yeah, not having a healer of some kind is kind of wrecking me here, but let's hope that that's not going to be too bad here. It's dangerous. You dare think about jumping between buildings. What a sporadically thing to say. There's one enemy in particular that's very dangerous to fight here usually. Great people here. Get in line. At least I'm thankful for the preemptive strikes in here. At least I got plenty of healing items for going through this. Yeah, at this point, the tonics aren't quite as effective as they used to be. Thief Glove. That'll be useful very soon. Sure. Potion. That thing. The Hades Gigas. Run like hell. I want to save like 20 of those. For the most part, we can get to the end of this pretty well. Go away. There's a fire knuckle. Very nice. Sometimes you attack with it, you do a fire spell. However, now we have a major problem. This guy is in our way. Good day, gentle folks. Can I be of service? I hate fighting. Should barely let you pass. Oh, okay, well that's nice of you. No, of course he'd be lying. Tonic. 50. Tonic. 50. Potion. Okay, stop. Say, oh, you bitch. Well, Drew ignores defense, actually, so they ain't helping. So is that. Okay, wow. I have 3 people that can just ignore defense outright, I guess. Wow, you went down like a bitch. I was expecting a lot more challenge than that. Thief knife. And a lot of gold. Nice. So, yeah, okay. We handled that pretty well, considering we didn't have a main healer or anything. Damn. Sometimes power is just the way to go. Yeah, an X potion over here. Running shoes. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, we're at the end of the spot, so that's not going to be useful. And unfortunately, you're going to be leaving my team too. You'll discover why in a second. I'll use you a little more later. Just making sure that you two don't have any stuff for this. We found her. Tara? Tara? She's scared, you know. Who are you? This girl is your friend? Shockingly, yes. Is Tara alright? Call her Tara? Tara? How odd. Uh. Uh. Oh. Wow. Feeling guilty yet? She is undamaged, but I fear she can't understand you. As for me, I am Ramu. The Esper Ramu. Oh god. Please don't try to kill us. Esper? But don't Espers live in another world? That doesn't mean we don't live here too. Espers take a variety of forms. Sometimes we live here, taking the shape of humans. You have nothing to fear from us. Could have fooled us. Why do you hide the fact that you're Espers? Edgar, just... Why would you say that? I'm like... Why? You should know exactly why they're hiding. Humans and Espers can't survive together. Her mother once told me that Espers and people once lived side by side. Was that just a fairy tale? No, it was no fairy tale. That was true. We started out as friends. Then along came the War of the Magi. War of the Magi. It took place long ago. Espers fought humans who were infused with magical power extracted from Espers. Fearing our magical powers would once again become a target, fashioned a new realm and moved there. About 20 years ago, humans stumbled upon it. Humans who knew about Espers and the secret to Magitech power. This somehow. They would never thus began a hunt for Espers. Only this way could Emperor Gastal create his invincible army. We never did explain how Emperor Gastal found out about them, though, or where they were located. He just kind of found out one day, and I kind of feel like that's something that should have been addressed more. In response to this, we opened a doorway and threw the humans out. Well, that's one way to put it. Even if we speak, many of my kind are trapped in the Empire's Magitech research facility, being drained of their powers. I fled here to avoid a similar fate. Wow, genuine kindness for once. That's right, relax. I sensed that Terra was in trouble. My magic summoned her here. Terra's an Esper? No, she's actually quite different. Terra looks like she's in pain. Gee, I wonder who caused that, bitch. Her very existence strikes fear into her own heart. How can we help her? When she accepts this aspect of herself, I think she'll be alright. We have to do something. Then free those of my kind imprisoned in Gaston's Magitech research facility. One of them can surely help her. If we find the Magitech research facility, you're sure we'll find your people? Like a coward, I escaped leaving the others there. You'll be the end of them. What do you mean? Gaston's methods are incorrect. You can't drain a live Esper of all its power. It is only when we are reduced to Magicite their abilities can be transferred in total. Pardon? Because from the Magicite, our power can be relocated. Magicite? That's what's left of us when we pass away. These are my comrades who fell while escaping the Empire, and I will give you my power as well. Well, that's depressing. Old man, are you really gone? I just sighed. He traded his power so others might live. Yeah, much like how the crystals gave you power of classes in previous games, the Magicite crystals in this give you all sorts of effects to empower you. We see Magicite, Siren, Stray, Kieran, and Ramu. Why are you doing this? We few can help save many. More than Magi must not be repeated. I'll get more into what this means in a little bit. Oh, what's this? You might notice we have MP now. All of us. Oh shit. That's different. Going here? I was thinking. Let's talk on the way. The Empire is trying to drain magic from Espers. This can't be true. Celeste? I don't remember because I was asleep when they augmented me. But I've heard rumors to that effect. Then we're going in. Best split into two groups. We still need to beef up our defenses in Narsh. Indeed. I'll go to the Empire. I know it well. But alone. Don't worry, I'll go with her. Locke. Need a hand? There's no need for me to remain with you. Yep, so Locke and Celeste are now required. But that's okay. I like Celeste. So it's going to be Edgar and Sabin. Please wait for us in Narsh. We'll find our way back safely. Wish to change group members, head for Narsh. So how are we going to get there? Empire's on the continent to the south. No boats go there. People at your door, turn to the south could probably help us. Locke? Yes? Why are you coming with me? Well, there's bound to be treasures there. Besides, I've always wanted an inside look at the Empire. Wink. Okay, first of all, get you some leathers. Oh, that's nice. Nice little boost of magic power there. Thief Knife. Speed up by 3, battle power up 102. Evade and magic block up by 10. Oof, very nice. I wish I had another one of those. Mage's skill into Capture. Basically Mug, if you know about that from other games. Gets to attack and steal at the same time. Very nice. Cast Haste. That'd actually be really perfect for you, being a thief type. Seems you have a piece of Magicite. Want to learn more about Espers? Use an Esper, it must be equipped. Use skills to menu to select Espers. During battle, select Magic or something control pad. You can use the Esper that way. Remember, Esper can only be used once per battle. Boo. Learning Magic. Learn new spells by equipping Espers. Really? Just to learn different sets of spells. Higher learning speed, the faster a spell is learned. When equipped, some Espers will raise qualities, strength, HP, MP, etc. Their maximum limits at the next level up. Yeah, this is around the time when you can actually do something about your core stats. When it says at level up, stamina +1. Magic power +1. I will be running for the time being, though, because I want to go back to Jidor before I do much with this. There we go. Ah, they're not doing it yet. So yeah, this is Magicite that you can use to power up your people a bit. Sadly, we only have a few to really pick from. Stray is good for her when she levels up. I wish we had one for Vigor, but we don't, unfortunately. We have one for HP. There is something called micromanaging, though. This is what Chainsaw looks like, by the way. Oh, it missed. Yeah, the Chainsaw can miss sometimes. Not often, but it can still happen. Okay, can we please see... Oh, you bitch. There we go. Yeah, I prefer drill, honestly. Drill and auto crossbow. You also might notice we're getting magic points now. That's what you use to learn stuff. For the time being, I really don't care what they have equipped, since they could be learning spells. Pretty good ones, too. Kieran teaches Cure, and Cure 2, and Regen, Antidote, Scan, etc. Ramu teaches Bolt and Bolt 2. Eventually. let's see. Siren teaches Sleep, Mute, Slow, and Fire. Not too great in the spell department, but Slow can be useful during boss fights if it clicks. Muddle, Amp, and Float. Float can be useful later on, actually. Now, time to talk about the stats in general. You have 4 of them that really are the only ones worth fussing about. And let's look at those. Vigor, Speed, Stamina, and Magic Power. HP and MP can also be affected, but you get those just from leveling up anyway. So those aren't as concerning. For the most part, you'll be maxing out both by the time you get to level 99 anyway. For the most part, it's not worth concerning over. Now, oops. Stamina is something you should not ever be concerned about. All it does is affect how much regen will heal over you over time, and how much stuff like... Hold on, I need to plug up my controller. I guess it's going bad. What the fuck? Oh, that would explain it. Okay, but anyways, like I was saying, before my controller messed up, stamina only affects regen in terms of healing, and stuff like stab and poison are also affected by this. Higher it is, the more it damages you, or the more regen heals you. For the most part, it is not worth worrying about. It really isn't. Now, speed is a really nice stat up until you get to 70 or so. At which point the speed up really stops affecting anything. And you're not going to be getting an Esper for that for a very long time. So it's really not even an immediate concern, really. For the most part, Vigor and Magic Power are the only things that are really going to be worth fussing about. But for the first set of Espers you don't get one that actually does Vigor yet. So, for the most part, I'll be focusing on their magic power. And on that note, you will be next. I'm leveling up, if I recall. Yes. Okay. Damn it! Ooh, that's not good. Oh my god. Give my people back, please. Okay, I'm apparently gonna have to be very careful about this. Yeah, these guys I do not like. Because they can confuse me. And of course they're going to send them after me constantly. Quit doing that. They didn't learn sleep. Okay, that's cool. They've been learned slow. Almost there. Here, learn muddle. Lock, learn cure and scam. Level up. Or dim. So let's learn poison. This is going to be a little bit tedious, but trust me, it's worth it. Lock's next. Until we start getting a lot of Vespers with unique attributes I can give people, this is going to be the most convenient thing to do. Up. Celeste, eh? Perfect. The one that can benefit the most from this. You guys drop dried meat? Really? Okay. Oh, you guys get poison sometimes? Really? Wow. Oh wait, no, that's just more magic. Level up. Ooh, you guys are going to be leveling pretty close to each other. I don't think I like that. I got a plan, though. Sorry, Locke, but... They're on fire. There we go. Sorry, man, but... I've got to get you guys to where I can level you up at different times. Just saying. Fossil fangs. Oh boy. They give a lot of money, that's true. But man. They don't show up all the time, but... Let's learn scan. very rare encounters, apparently. Here we go. Yeah, what I'm doing is by no means necessary, and by the time I get to like level 30 or so, like, the magic power is gonna be pretty insane. But I'm okay with that. So let's learn Regen. Regen's pretty good. Level up. And got model on top of it. Yeah, I do believe she was next. Yep, okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and go back to the other area since the other two are pretty far apart. You're not going to get any battles that's going to level up both of those, so it's fine. Yeah, they're getting spells all over the place here. Level up. They're probably thinking, why do you care if Celeste gets it? Isn't her magic power strong enough already? Yeah, but if I'm gonna level her up at all, really, may as well give her something. I'd give her Vigor, probably, right now, but I don't have one for that. So, Stray is as good as it's gonna get, unfortunately. Yeah, that Shim Sham that one person posted is basically a demi spell. Only it can't miss. Which means I hate it. Region, modal. Poison. That's what I've too found. Awesome. Pull up. Well, let's learn sleep. Yeah, I might as well give him something else to be learning. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, okay. How about this? Yeah, that's something you can be learning. Oh, shit. You can't keep stray, though. Because that's what he needs. Yeah, at least you can still learn stuff, technically. Let's learn mute. Fuck! They really are trying to make this really hard for me here. I mean, you have decent armor, what the heck? Oh shit. Wait, no one has the hyper wrist? No one does? I mean, I think you would be the most affected by that. Give you the ribbon. Does anyone else have anything that protects against confusion? I don't think they've let me buy anything for that. Oh wait, muddle, that's what it's called. And yes, we can be protected against that. And I only have one, it looks like. That's weird. There we go. And actually, I want you to change these around too. No, you. Those are fine. These are not. Learn Imp, so let's learn Fire. How a Gimp's character. Oh right, you need to get Stray off now, because now he's gonna be leveling up before you are. Those be jerks. Anyways, we need to actually... Well... These guys can work for this, assuming that the other thing doesn't come out. That's what save states are for, though. Save and learn foot. Level up. Level up. Save and learn it now. Before we're over with, Locke's magic powers probably go higher than his vigor under normal circumstances. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, Locke being a speedster definitely makes a lot more sense than him being just a powerful attacker. If he's good at magic too, then hey, I'm not gonna complain. Oh shit. Oh damn. Someone can do blind here. And no one knows the spell to get rid of that, so that's actually a problem here. And I don't have many of those, so that might be a problem. I don't suppose this place is an item shop. It does. You sell what I need. Oh my god, you don't. Oh my god, that's bad. Tints are about the only thing they sell here that can do that, and those are pricey. I wouldn't mind so much if it wouldn't have been Celeste that was blinded. Well, or Sabin, I guess. Now, here's interesting with these types of weapons. You could buy a flail, which does same damage from back row. It's also very much stronger, but her special runic blade cannot exactly be used with something that's not a sword. So it's a trade-off. Better damage, but she can't use her unique ability. What's interesting is that they do same damage from back row. So, putting them in the back can actually be very useful now. Popcorn Sleep. Damn it. Virulent Cure. Yeah, give her something. So let's learn Bolt 2, awesome. Yeah, it's her first level 2 powerful spell. And right now, it's probably hitting for a lot. Sadly, the next major boss we come across won't be for a long time, so that's gonna suck. Never gained regen. Level up. Want to make sure everyone's on what they're supposed to be here. Level up. Savings next. They've been pretty good about not putting a lot of distance when it comes to their level up, so this is pretty cool. I think I'd rather you have that and have her be the one being her too. Learned fire. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, that was my fist. It does sometimes use the fire spell when he strikes with it, which is awesome. If the enemy doesn't resist or absorb fire, that is. At least I'm getting a lot of money. That's nice. talks next. I'll be back. Okay, so... It's gonna feel weird for when the time comes when everyone's pretty much gonna be able to be a dedicated healer, which is really gonna make going to areas almost trivial when I'm gonna have access to that excessive amount of healing. So I think now would be a good time to mention this, actually. Yeah, let's talk about it. I'll be sure to do it in the next couple of sessions too, just so plenty of people want just to hear it. But, let me just explain this here. The magic system in this game is busted as shit. We've just recently unlocked it, and you can probably already see where the problem might lie here. When it was only Terra Celeste that had magic, it had a very special impact, not only on the story, but also in the gameplay side of things. Because no one was really weak in terms of what they could do. They all kind of excelled at something. Locke was a bit higher in speed than everyone else, and he could steal items from enemies, which in the early game was actually pretty useful, since you could always have a lot of healing items on hand to get through areas. It came in handy a lot. Edgar had his tools, which were pretty much useful right out of the gate, and even to this day, they still pull through very well. Sabin's a brawler through and through, and can really dish out damage. Great for boss battles. And so everyone kind of stood out in their own way. Starting with the Espers, though, that kind of the balance gets thrown right out the window here. Because it's like everyone still has their talents that they're good at, while also gaining access to the special talent that made Terra Celeste useful, the ability to cast spells. And because of the way some of the early Espers are set up, having a high amount of magic power is not even really useful for Terra Celeste, since everyone could just level up throughout the game and gain magic power to compete with theirs. Also, anyone who has played this game knows that once you get close to endgame, having about 50 in pretty much any major stat means you can essentially excel very strong in those categories. And, well, if you do what I've done, which is basically do a low-level run, you could probably get to that pretty early on in the game. Up. Edgar in Bolt 2. Also, level 2 magic. Early game. Now, Celeste being at a certain level, she can get a level 2 spell by herself, but like... yeah... it's pretty insane. Level up. $69. Ha, nice. Anyways. So yeah, like I was saying, oh yeah, Karen knows Kira, but, or Kieran, excuse me. Lock learn bolt 2. Yeah, basically everyone's gonna have a level 2 related spell, like I was saying. And, well, yeah. It's pretty insane. Yeah, it's time I use some of this. Because they keep dropping it out here at the dried meats. All the damn time. $100,000 money, oh my god. Level up. If they get most people to 20, then I'll probably stop for now. And we'll do more plot stuff later. Level up. Oh, you're close. Here too gained. Yeah, Tusk with MP to use, but it's powerful healing, man. For her, it'd pretty much be a full heal to everybody. Yeah, look how much extra HP we have at this level compared to before. And I wasn't even struggling much. Yeah, this game's not that hard. I just hate how you cripple your overall potential if you do it at a later level. That's why I did what I did. I still was honestly expecting the game to fight back with more than they did. Also, we can buy tinctures at a relatively cheap rate these days. Heal 50 MP for each use. And I don't know if you've noticed, 50 MP kind of goes a long way. That's assuming you even need them. Because, gotta be honest, you often don't. So, I'm going to go ahead and go to the inn here. Ah, shit. You guys are gonna be kind of close. If I have to, I'll go back to the early area to get that one. So, are you next? Yep. Sure am. Well, you do need to finish that one. Okay, so... Yeah, that's okay. $507, huh? I know it's technically possible for a boss to resist that, but even if they did, that'd be about 300 damage, close to it. That's pretty insane. And Luck's not even a super powerful caster. What if she used it? Oh my god. Uh-huh. Okay, so... Yeah. They've about gotten pretty close to what Celeste and Terra had at base. Pretty close to that, I think. Because keep in mind, she currently is using powerful gear to boost her stuff. Yeah, this increases it by 5, and this increases it by 5. Yeah, okay. So, with the buffs, she's gained about 7 to 8 levels, close to that. So she had about 30 something before, you know, we gave her all the powerful stuff, you know. So yeah, that's interesting. I love how she has a natural M block of 9, which is certainly a lot higher than most people have. 4, 1, 12. I think something's boosting that, though. Yeah, the Thief Knife. Normally it would be 2, so she naturally has a much higher overall evade stat than everyone else, which is pretty interesting. Guess that's something she has going for her. Oh, I forgot she has the earrings on. That's technically boosting her prowess. So I have to consider that as well. So let me take that off and then test this. Well, doesn't weaken it by much. Oh my god. If they don't resist that, then they're just fucked. That's all I gotta say there. The main problem I have, though, is this just takes away the creativity of the balance of the various cast members, because even at this early time of the game, when we first unlock the Espers, they're already pretty much gaining access to abilities that either are comparable to what they can do, or just flat out outpowers them. Sabin's a good example here, actually. What's the fucking point of using something like Pummel when I could just use Bolt 2 and do just as much damage? Sure, it takes MP, but... like, in most boss encounters, you would kill the boss before they would even come close. We're running out of stuff. And that's kind of insane. Almost got there. Love. And people will say that if magic is really all you care about, and let's face it, most people will, because look at how much damage they're dealing with it just at the moment. Yeah, later on this is going to be even more ridiculous, trust me. You literally get to the point to where you're going to have the opinion of, yeah, I could stick to their talents, and I probably will myself, but most people are going to be like, why should I care? Like, a lot of it, like, is just weaker overall in terms of damage. Maybe use it if I don't want to use MP very much, but like bosses won't be a problem. Not when everyone's capable of dishing out such high damage output, it falls like a stack of dominoes. Not to mention everyone has access to powerful curing abilities like Cure 2. And with the magic power you can give them, they heal so much, it's freaking ridiculous. And I'm like, yeah... unless the boss is such a slugger that it can, like, kill you in, like, 1 or 2 attacks, then you just have it made. To kind of give you a clue here, actually, on just how powerful this can be at times. Just in case you need a little bit of healing. $486 to the whole party. Uh-huh. And that's without earrings, by the way. Yeah, the guys can wear them too, by the way, so this isn't like female only. So yay, FF6 for being progressive. Wait, straying on the one she doesn't have mastered? Huh, sure is. Okay, you don't have Cure 2 at least. Well, no one needs Siren, I don't think, at this point, so whatever. Want to get locked level 20. That'll probably be all I'll need. Whew. Yeah. One of the enemies in there can sometimes counter with sandstorms, so I should keep my health high just in case. Yeah, like that. Most of the time you can only do it once, though. Yeah, sometimes he knows Zombify. Level up. Oh wow, that was kinda close. Damn, enemies. level up. And there we go. Let's see if I can just get the last few spells for some of my people here. Well, I know you need that. Oh, you don't have anything equipped. Okay, you can use that. That, okay, good. So many people need cure 2 still, damn it. Okay, you have bolt 2, you have bolt 2. You don't, yet. You're working on it. I don't think anyone needs Siren still, so it's kind of useless. Well, I shouldn't call it useless, but not useful anymore, let's just say. Let me do keep track of the experience here. Roll 2. here too. Oh, you are one that's done. Good to know. Sadly, you're about to level up. Yeah, I say sad as if that's supposed to be a bad thing. Who am I kidding? In this game, it kind of is. Like, if you want to get the most of your levels in this game compared to any other Final Fantasy, then you gotta really micromanage your party like crazy in order to get the most out of them, and I kind of hate that. There's actually a fan-made project called Return to the Dark Sorcerer that completely overhauled the level up system to where you no longer have to do this, and I cannot be happier about that, trust me. Oh my god. Like, I can't believe it. Okay, just to be sure. Yeah, okay. And again, you technically don't have to do this, but you are kind of limiting your character's potential if you don't, and I think that's the biggest problem. I really don't have any idea. Oops, I learned antidote. I'll be back. I'm back. Not for much longer, but... Okay, so let's see here. Spray... Yeah, we're gonna be getting a couple more levels, just trying to get the last of the spells learned. Really not sure if I'm gonna bother, though. I know you have all yours. Not sure if I'm gonna bother with him for now, because that's probably gonna take way too long. You're done. You're not. Probably get regen with him, and they'll probably be that. Because finishing this one probably is not worth it. Is this gonna teach Cure 2? I don't think that's gonna matter much. Especially with the levels we're probably gonna have. Like, by the time we fight the next major boss or whatever, it's probably not gonna be hard at all. I'd be surprised if it was. Region learned. Wow. So, let's see here. Currently at 53 magic power, 34, 36, and 35. Now keep in mind, every level they gain gains a pretty significant buff to pretty much all their major stats. Again, I don't know the exact math, but basically, the higher the number on your level when you gain one, the more of an effect it seems to have. For example, you're doing like 20 to 30 damage when you first start the game at very low levels. At level 99, if you had that same stuff equipped, you'd be doing like 2 to 3,000, I think. It's pretty remarkable. Like, I'd have to test it later on to see if I'm right on that, but yeah, pretty much. So yeah, the level ups can have a pretty significant impact, but they will have more of an impact if you can do like Espers early on and get stats that way. You're gonna find that it makes a noticeable difference by level 99. To an extent, anyway. I know people have said that they raise their vigor naturally to about 50 to 60, and then just use equipment and relics to boost it. And pretty much any major weapon by that point can max out the damage. So it's not like you need it like capped at 99 or anything. Actually, the hard cap for this game for stats is 128. But anyone who knows this game well can tell you never need it that high. Any respectable weapon at the end of the game can pretty much do significant damage at like at 60 vigor. So, well, 60 vigor, not accounting for like equipment buffs or like relics and stuff. I can certainly verify that that kind of power isn't necessary, but it's certainly nice to have. You can certainly achieve your goal much sooner than you could normally. Not that that's really hard to do. Getting high levels is not hard in this game, trust me. So how much do you need for this? 35 more battles, huh? Yeah, somehow Edgar managed to do it before Locke and Sabin, and how, I have no idea. Alright, so probably do a few more battles. You got it. Never mind. I didn't think it was gonna happen that quick. Well, may as well give it to you, I guess. Since I do believe... Let's see, are you missing anything now? Nope. Just Sabin. Well, it makes sense for him to be the last one. I mean, when you look at Sabin, you don't exactly think magical genius here, so... Then again, I wouldn't think that for any of them, but for Sabin especially, you know. Though even him, by the end of the game, will be throwing out spells like nobody's business, so... Jeez. I really don't know what they were thinking when it comes to this. I really freaking don't. Because, quite frankly, while there is some fun to be had for breaking the game at times, the way this game handles that is pretty shallow. Rather than thinking of how to cleverly employ magic system in a way that balances out the characters, like, for example, making certain people adapt to certain elements or even certain spell types. No, we're just gonna, just give every spell to every person in the party. Also, we're going to give everyone a pretty proportionate amount of MP, and we're also going to give you plenty of items to make sure MP is always available. Oh, not good enough for you? How about we make it to where we give you access to a level up system, where you can use the same Esper for pretty much everyone's levels, to make sure that they all get a pretty decent amount of magic power buff. And we're going to also make that with the first Espers you get. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they really... Either they weren't aware of just how busted the system was when they designed it, or they did it on purpose just to make this game as trivial as possible. For a game that, quite frankly, wasn't hard to begin with. Yeah, maybe I kinda understand why Japan didn't really take well to this game at first. After all, if I know anything about the way Japan views their video games, they don't exactly favor the ones that tend to have a very leisurely difficulty curve. I mean, they don't like bullshit hard games all the time either, but they certainly like them to at least have some level of difficulty scaling. That makes sense. This one doesn't. As a matter of fact, this one really stops having any sort of difficulty scaling from this point forwards. Like, the only way this game can be hard in the slightest is if you're going out of your way to ignore every possible exploitation this game offers you, and or also is doing a low-level run, because even without Esper abuse, strong levels in this game can pretty much have you beat the game just by itself. Because, yeah, with the kind of stats we have right now, even using their base talents would be enough here. Edgar with Drell, Sabin with his blitzes, Locke doing whatever, like attacking and healing with items, I guess, and Celeste with her spells. Like, that just by itself would probably be enough. I would be pretty sure about that. But adding the new Esper system on top of things just kind of makes the game just kind of feel absurdly easy, to the point of just like you go from just punching your way through victory to basically going up to a boss and blowing on him and knocking him down. That's pretty much what it's like now. I mean, I will probably attempt to try to prevent my core characters from spamming spells for the next few boss fights, and then I'm gonna go back and do it with spells to see what the difference is here. Because in most casual playthroughs of Final Fantasy VI, when I choose to play it, I tend to avoid magic spam for most of the game because I just find it kind of stale and boring, you know, when everyone's kind of trivializing the game, doing the same thing. I mean, really, at that point, you may as well not even have unique characters. They all could just be the same character, just with slightly different looks. At least in terms of gameplay. I've always been bugged by certain RPGs that like to do that, where like everyone can pretty much excel at everything, because the gameplay just gets kind of boring after a while. I like it when characters at least feel distinct, which is why I give so much praise to the Fire Emblem series. That game is also a series that has a pretty fair difficulty curve, and has often a very creative set of characters that can work for teamwork and excel at different things. I like that. It makes a lot of sense. I also think Dragon Quest, for most of its lineup, did a pretty good job at giving you a team of characters that had good synergy with each other when it came to a balanced team setup. When we would get to the 9th entry, though, I couldn't help but feel disappointed for the most part that the game didn't really understand the purpose of team synergy, and basically kind of made it to where you pretty much had to excel at so many different things all at once, just for your team to stand up against the tougher bosses. But by the end, most people were pretty much good at pretty much most of the same stuff. And it just made the team members feel very lackluster, for lack of a better term. I wasn't really a huge fan of that. Another thing I'm not a big fan of in this game, Final Fantasy VI, or 3 if you're going by a Super Nintendo name, is the fact that there are some characters that kind of feel like they cap their unique abilities tend to cap out on usefulness pretty early on. I mean, you notice that I haven't really shown off a lot of the new blitzes. And that's because the first one you get, Pommel, is the easiest to input, and the damage isn't so low that I don't think it's not worth using still. I have other ones too. I just don't think they're very good. I mean, they can be useful, but the better the skill, usually the more strict the input, and I just feel like it's... like, the usefulness of the skill isn't worth the headache of having to put in long input commands. For something like Street Fighter, it makes sense, since you're playing a very fast, active game where putting in those kind of inputs all the time just leads to better overall combat ability, assuming you're good at that. Whereas in a game like this, it really doesn't. Putting in the inputs fast and powerful really doesn't help you as much as you'd think. I mean, some of the skills he gets really are quite situational, and the input commands just get so freaking obnoxious that you're just like, okay, but why should I bother doing this when I could just attack and rely on other people, assistance as well, just to deal with the enemy threat? I mean, especially when you start using Genji Glove and be able to attack twice with your attack and Sometimes your weapons have unique effects, and sometimes your strength gets so high that you're basically hitting almost as strong as your blitzes in the first place. I'm just saying, you have to really think about this stuff. There needs to be payoff for how useful these skills are, and unfortunately, when you get to a certain point when magic, especially, gets so powerful that they're out-damaging those things, then why go through the extra step? Why go through the trouble putting in the commands for the blitz when magic is much more easily accessible and can do just as much damage, if not more? I just really hate that. I mean, hell, even with Edgar, as strong as his tools are, magic will and can get to the point where even that is outclassed by sheer magic power. I mean, I'm not saying you still can't use it to get through the game. Oh, you can. It's just not as practical. And that's what bugs me the most. Is that I feel like I'm playing the game more difficult by sticking to talents that should and rightfully be better than a magic alternative. And I know what some people might say. Well, if you didn't focus on all that magic power, maybe they wouldn't come off that way. So you're basically telling me to ignore the one Esper I have right now that's giving me a very good practical use for levels. Yeah, that sounds logical. Well, in that case, why don't I just go back to very weak weapons and armor too? Why not? I could technically survive with those, probably. And it is making the game slightly more difficult. I mean, I certainly could. But I don't want to. Limiting myself to that extent, just making the game more difficult, is artificial difficulty enhancement brought by me, and I don't think I should have to rely on that for the game to be, well, slightly bit of a challenge here. And to be fair, challenge isn't something I look for in a game, but for this game especially, it feels glaring, just what little thought was put into it. Believe me, this will become more apparent as we continue to get through the game, but... ooh. I mean, already look at the HP we have. Compare and contrast that to the last few bosses we fought. The last two of them. That's a lot of HP for bosses to eat through. Now, on top of that, I want you to consider something here, which I will be doing by going to another battle here. It takes a long time to get it. And some people may not want to go through the stress of getting Cure 2 on some people. Okay? If someone was low on health, let's see how much a normal Cure would give them. $235. That's actually pretty respectable. A potion technically does more, but let's say you had Cure 2. And you did that on everyone. Yeah, Cure 2 is certainly a pretty strict improvement. And yes, it does take a while to learn it. I'll say that much. However, one thing that does need to be mentioned here is all this is seen just being difficult. Just because I'm not getting that many magic points to learn these skills. Yeah, the farther you go, the easier this gets. And while we have a couple of rather nasty bosses that we have to look forward to in the next few areas, I'm at a high enough level now where I don't think it's going to be all that bad. The next part of the game is actually one of my favorite parts, and it's actually some of other people's favorite parts too. And when I first heard about this, I was very surprised, because I thought it was one of those cases where I felt like I had to be really embarrassed for liking a certain part of this game, because it seemed like a kind of a stupid thing to actually like, but no. Hey, what happened? This was supposed to be discounted. What happened? Oh, he used to be in front. Huh, interesting. I did not know that's how that worked. There should be a discount, whether it's in the front or not, but whatever. Go ahead and get a few of those. Few of these. Yeah, definitely needed more of those. Here's zombie status. That could be useful. Still got plenty of money, even after all that. Well. We wait until next time to do the other stuff. I'll probably get back to Jidor, actually. Yeah, I don't want to do any more levels for now. So I'll just run on the way there. Oh, I know I have at least 2 of everything. In terms of accessories, at least. Relics, whatever they're called. Of weapons. That's a bit much. Let's Chocobo. See about armor. Got 2 of all this. Oh yeah, headband's new for you, isn't it? Oh, it's kind of tempting. Lowers your HP a bit, which at this point really isn't much of anything. Yeah, I may as well. Not like you having more health than Satan, though. So I'll take that off for now. Oof, that's really good for you, too. Oh, you can equip it, too. Interesting. Why not? Wow, getting better stuff all around for these people, aren't I? Anyways, I'm going to be stopping for now. Thank you guys for watching. Next time, we're going to be going through a very fascinating and classy part of the game. And then we're going to go visit some Magitech research facility. Oh boy, that's going to be something else. See you guys later.